Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my lovely Cancerians, for July 2017. So it's for you Cancerians for July 2017. The 6th of July is the day, sorry, the 6th of July is the day that I actually want you to pay attention to. On the 6th of July, there's just going to be somebody who's going to try to deceive you with something, or there's going to be somebody who's not going to be that genuine around you. And that particular person is not going to be your friend, it's not going to be your family member or anything like that. It's just somebody that is just going to be somehow end up or manifest in your life through your maybe business, or through if you are self-employed, you know, through your business or through your work or through your college, school. If you are retired, for example, like whatever you do on daily basis, wherever you go, whatever you focus on, wherever you go to meet with other people, wherever you go to, you know, exchange your energy with other people. You see, it all depends what's going on in your life. However, this particular person is going to be connected to, like, let's say something to do with a business or something to do with the money. If you are like retired, for example, it's going to be connected to maybe if you are doing a certain hobby, or if you are doing a certain course or something like that, wherever you go to socialize. You see, it all depends. So you just have to be like tiny little bit careful when it comes to the 6th of July, when it comes to that particular day, 6th of July 2017. So it's just what I normally say in this particular situation. So what I normally say in these situations is just to keep certain things to yourself. Don't talk about your personal issue, don't talk about your personal stuff on that particular day, or especially don't talk about like which ideas you maybe have, or don't talk about your financial situation or your financial problems or anything like that. Just keep certain things to yourself. Like, for example, if you're working, if you're at work and you're surrounded by people, this is why am I saying just don't talk about your personal things, or don't talk about your personal ideas. I'm not saying to do this throughout the month of July, but I'm only saying on the 6th of July this is going to be rather enhanced. Something very negative, something very bad, somebody with a very low energy is actually going to be kind of manifest around you, and this particular person is going to take something from you or steal something from you. This could be anything, this could be some kind of idea or something like that. It all depends. Just keep certain things to yourself. And also what I would like to say, if you would like to sign something new on that particular day, okay, if you have had something planned for that particular day from before, like some new start, a new beginning, maybe if you can change it, that would be great. But if you can't change it, then maybe just try to basically just keep like get like a black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is going to be extremely powerful, and what black tourmaline is actually going to do is going to prevent you from getting all sorts of negative energies, because black tourmaline is, I know I said thousands of times, but I think this little crystal everybody should have. You can buy this on my website below, and basically what black tourmaline does, it protects you from all sorts of negative energies. And I'm keep on saying this, and I'm going to say it again. When people think negatively, when negative people are around us, when they think negatively, it all depends on our personal levels of energy. Basically, if we feel really down, if we feel really low, then our personal energies are not going to be that powerful. And when that happens, we become more vulnerable to other people's thoughts, to other people's thinkings and things like that. And it can actually harm us. And that's why I'm saying it's important to get like a black tourmaline. So black tourmaline basically does completely protect you from all sorts of like a negative energies. And I'm saying if you had something planned from before on that particular day, if you want to start, if you're going to start a new job or new school, it doesn't matter. Just basically protect yourself maybe with a black tourmaline, and just keep certain things to yourself. But on another hand, if you are basically able to change that day, if you have something to sign, for example, some kind of new contract to do with like something new, if you're buying something new, if you're buying something big, or you're signing some kind of contract or something like that, if you're able to do it on a different day, it would be absolutely brilliant. You see, this wouldn't be the good day to sign something new, and also this wouldn't be the good day or the best day to negotiate. That's another important thing. Any type of negotiations that you have, have, any type of negotiations that you may have, any type of choice that you may make. Now, try to avoid this particular day because it is not going to be good. This particular day wouldn't be good to actually negotiate with somebody else because most likely, most likely it wouldn't turn in your favor. So just avoid this particular day. Okay, another important day that I wanted to say to you that to pay attention to, it would be the 20th of July. Now the 20th of July is going to be a very, very interesting day indeed when it comes to those of you that are, like for example, working. If you're working for the company, now this is going to be the day when you will be faced with a certain issue, you will be faced with a certain problem, and this particular certain problem and certain issue is actually going to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, and it's actually going to make you a little bit nervous because it is going to be something quite new that you're actually going to deal with, something new, something unusual, something that you haven't dealt before with, something that you didn't deal before with, like when it comes to your working environment. And it is going to be very interesting, but it is going to make you a little bit nervous just because it's a new situation, brand new situation to deal with. Now you will actually take certain task on, and you will just take it on, and you will kind of deal with it, and you're going to do really, really well. And you are about to realize and recognize a certain skill about yourself that is actually going to surprise you. And that's with the 20th of July. It's actually going to be really important for you, not only because you're going to have like a certain realization. This certain realization is going to be big. This certain realization is going to be really powerful, and this certain realization is actually going to take you in a slightly different direction. The whole new world of opportunities is actually going to be available to you after this point. So if you're working for somebody else, if you're working for the company, as I said, you will be kind of dealing with a certain situation, and first it's going to make you nervous, and then it's going to make you like really feel really good about yourself because you're going to realize certain strengths, certain power, and above all, certain quality about yourself that is just going to open the whole new door of opportunities, and you are actually going to like it. Another thing that I was going to say, for those of you that are actually looking for a job, for those of you that are not working and you're looking for a job, the 20th of July is also going to be very significant because this is going to be the day when something very interesting is actually going to come towards you, and that particular thing that is going to come towards you is also going to be slightly different to what you've done before. It is very much so connected to your personal experience. It's very much so connected to the energy of what you wanted to do, but it is going to come with a very big part of it that is just going to be much bigger than what you would possibly imagine, and it's going to be connected to that job, and it is going to make you feel really nervous and like a little bit anxious, like whether you should do it or not, and basically it is going to be really good because you will realize also you will take this on, and as I said, it's just a little bit of nervousness at the beginning, which is completely normal. It's quite good actually to be nervous a little bit, of course, and this is going to actually make you realize that this is something that you want to do. You may feel a little bit uncertain about it, but most certainly very shortly after, you're also going to realize how good you are with this particular skill, how good you are going to actually be, and you're going to realize actually you will be surprised about yourself, about the particular certain direction that your life will actually take after this point. So this is actually going to be really, really good, and this is going to be actually really interesting. And for those of you that are retired, and then at the end you're actually going to end up with a new choice, with a brand new choice, and a brand new side of life is actually going to be available to you with so many things that wouldn't be available to you before. So you see, this is why it's so important to always keep on trying new things. This is why it's so important to keep on trying new things, because this life is very, very short, and that's why if you haven't discovered yourself yet, you see, and this is the type of situation, I'm not saying that you haven't discovered yourself at all, but I'm saying that you're going to discover something very, very interesting fact, very interesting information that is just going to be connected to your life later on, and it's connected to what you do. And for example, the same. If you're at college, at university, it's the same thing. It is just going to be the new situation that is just going to make you reevaluate what you do, and it's going to kind of adjust you on a slightly different journey, but it's kind of the same journey. And also, if you're retired, this is a really, really big time. Like if you're retired and if you're not working, you don't need to work, you're also about to discover something completely new, a new skill about yourself, a new skill that is actually going to change your life, and you're really going to rediscover yourself in new skill, which is going to become new hobby, which is just going to set you in a whole new journey, the whole new direction. And this is exactly what you needed. And that's why I'm saying this, because however, I can see this confidence, I can see this happiness, I can see this power, I can see the whole new dimension opening to you after this point. I mean, don't get me wrong, July is going to be one bombastic month. For most of the signs, July is going to be absolutely bombastic. And what am I saying is just you are literally about to step into a whole new dimension. And on the 24th of July, 4 days later, which is going to be completely connected to the 20th of July, on the 24th of July, there is also going to be a man, a male person that you are going to get an idea from. You are going to get an idea from in a sense of he is going to completely inspire you. His power, his strength, his stamina, his energy, what he has done so far. He's very interesting, he's very different, he has got a very strange and very powerful energy, he's very friendly, but again on another hand he's very firm, very interesting person. The bottom line is that person is very successful, that person is very cool, that person is very successful, that person is very powerful, and this particular person is going to completely inspire you. He doesn't need to say anything to you. I don't actually even think that he's going to say anything to you, but it's just that on that particular day you will come across this person. This person will manifest in your life, and at the end of the day it's just going to have an absolutely amazing impact on your life because it's going to inspire you. After you get inspired by this person on the 24th of July, you will just kind of want to go on the new kind of level. You will want to try new things. You will want to go to try new things. It's going to feel like the right thing actually. You're going to be absolutely ready for new adventure in your life. And this is why the 24th, after the 24th of July, you're also about to enter into a whole new dimension in your life. You will be much happier after this point. You're also going to feel really good after this point, especially after the 24th of July. This is not only about you realizing certain things about your life through this man. It is very, very interesting how we get inspired by certain people. We all get inspired by certain people at some point in our lives, because almost everything is meant to happen. Everything happens for a reason. Every single person in our life happens for a reason, and this is exactly what's going to happen here. And it's going to be very interesting the way your life is actually going to change after this point. I mean, I'm not saying your life is going to be completely changed after the 24th. No, I'm just saying that this is the starting point of you entering the whole new dimension in your life, okay? And it's going to feel good in sense of you wanting to start new adventure. You're just going to start enjoying your life in a different way. You will want to do things that you haven't done in a long time. You will want to, you will be reconnected with your past, reconnected when you were really happy, when you were 5, 6, 7, reconnected with that amazing happiness, amazing childhood memories that are going to come back. And this is nothing, this is all happening because it's meant to happen, because it's meant to reshake your energies, it's meant to remind you of a real happiness, and also it's meant to remind you and redirect you and kind of push you towards this new dimension after the 24th of July 2017. literally things are just going to start happening for you and develop after this point like there is no tomorrow. We're already now in the second part of 2017. Now we are going into the July, so we're well on our way towards the end of the year, the second part. And now this is when it gets really, really interesting, and you will see exactly what I mean. Also, very important time when it comes to like for example, just want to say one more thing. On the 24th of July, this is also going to be an important day when it comes to like your own personal achievement, when it comes to your finances. Okay, the 24th of July, it's also going to be very, very important because with your own hard work, with your own personal ideas, with your own personal choices, you will feel very happy on this particular day on the 24th of July. So financial situation is just going to start feeling much better. So if you were worried about your financial situation, or if financial situation wasn't as good, now the 24th of July and after that point the finances are just going to start looking really, really good, and you are going to be able to relax a little bit as well. On another hand, when it comes to health, you see after this point, after the 24th of July, when it comes to your health, after this point your health is also going to start improving. In general, you will feel very strong. Lots of you felt really weak. Lots of you felt like you haven't had the full energy. Lots of you didn't feel the full energy, and lots of you will start feeling really tired really soon. You will start doing something and you would get really tired really soon, and then later on, then after that point, you would lose motivation. Okay, so it's a very good news indeed, because I can actually tell that your health, and especially after the 24th of July, your health is actually going to start improving quite dramatically. And especially if you're feeling really tired and things like that, this is the time when you're just going to start feeling with so much energy, and it is just going to have a really positive impact on you indeed. The only thing that you need to pay attention to is maybe like a little bit of circulation. So the circulation you need to pay attention to, and when it comes to your circulation, you can take things like maybe flaxseed oil or a linseed oil. You see little capsules, or you can take it in an oil form. And a linseed oil and a flaxseed oil, it's an amazingly powerful herb. It contains like omega-3, 6 and 9, and it's actually really powerful herb, and it's actually has got like a very positive impact on your circulation. It's very similar to cod liver oil or fish oil. So you can take a cod liver oil and a fish oil. The difference with a cod liver oil and a fish oil is it's obviously a fish. If you have a problem with a fish, then you go for like a flaxseed oil or a linseed oil. It's the same thing, it's just American and English saying basically. And also if you take a cod liver oil is a little bit different because it contains vitamin A and D naturally, and flaxseed oil and the fish oils don't basically. So it's just your own personal choice. However, these supplements are very, very good, absolutely essential to take when we have problems with like circulations or anything like that. This is a must-have indeed. Okay, but in general, you will feel really, really good. Also, what I was going to say, that number 14 is like a very much enhanced when it comes to your reading, and when it comes to July 2017. Number 14 is like, oh my goodness, it's just all about your realization about yourself, all about you realizing what you can do, all about you being pleased with yourself and pleased with your own achievements. This is really important, because once you get to that stage, then energetically you're ready to go on the next level. And it's all about self-determination and the new ideas. As I said, maybe the health wasn't the best, you would get a little bit tired, you were a little bit worried, and that affected you in so many different ways. But now we have all this coming back, new ideas, new energy, and it's just a this is a very personal number, especially when it comes to you now, and especially when it comes to you being happy with your own personal achievements. And as I just said, very, very interesting, very powerful months indeed. And also what I was going to say, I'm not saying your health is going to start improving exactly after the 24th. Slowly, at the beginning of July already I can see you actually starting to feeling much better about yourself. I can see you start realizing certain things about yourself. But when it comes to your health, I can already see at the beginning of July you will start feeling much better. It's kind of, you will start feeling much lighter, and that automatically is just going to start making you feel so much better about, you know, about what have you got ahead. So it's very important. But after the 24th, it's exactly when you're going to start completely feeling it, and your energy levels are going to be absolutely amazing. Okay, the beginning of July 2017, it's basically very interesting. Okay, it is going to be that personal feeling of nostalgia. You will want to get you will feel in touch with your childhood. You will feel in touch with your childhood memories. You will feel in touch with your childhood happiness. You will feel in touch with people who you haven't seen in a really long time. But above all, you will be in touch with that general feeling of happiness and general feeling of lightness and general feeling of love when it comes to the actual nostalgia, when it comes to your own childhood. So this is where you're going to feeling. This is July, and the energies of July to start with right at the beginning, they're going to make you feel a little bit nostalgic, and it's really good. It's really good to remember how we felt like a long time ago when we were children. You know, that innocent happiness, it's just priceless. When I see that at the beginning of the month, it's very important, and especially when it comes to your case, because this is actually going to make you to realize certain thing. There is a certain thing that you will want to get rid of when it comes to your life, and it's to do with what you do, it's to do with your lifestyle. For example, if you're working and if you're like having like a business and things like that, there is maybe something that you started or something that you were thinking about, and then you're just kind of gonna realize very quickly at the beginning of the month, and this is gonna be really good. Maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe that's not the right direction. Maybe I shouldn't do this, you see. And also, the beginning of July 2017 is going to be interesting, very interesting for those of you that are actually looking for a job. Because for those of you that are looking for a job, you will realize that maybe so far you were focusing on the wrong things. So far you were focusing like kind of 70% yes, but there was a lot missing. And I mentioned this earlier. This is going to manifest later on, but this is how it's all going to start happening. So for those of you that are looking for a job, it is actually going to be very interesting realization that you will just kind of want to change direction a little bit, and this is going to be really good. And this is also going to be a turning point. And also for those of you that are retired, and for example, this is also going to be a realization at the beginning of July, exactly the same. And then that realization will just make you realize that so far you were going on a one journey, and you were meant to be doing a bit more. For example, if you're retired, so there will a lot come out of it. Like what you've done, you will realize, wow, I can do this, I can do that, I can try this, I can try that, and it's just going to make you feel really adventurous actually, and that's really good. And if you are at the college, at university, the first part of July is also exactly the same thing, realization, and then you will want to change things. Then you will have like a little turning point, and the bottom line is that you're going to have a turning point, and then after that point there is this fantastic option going to be available to you, and this is going to be mind-blowing, this is going to be life-changing, and this is going to be very interesting. This is not going to seem like the biggest thing straight away. It is going to seem like a challenge, like a new thing, and it's also going to happen more of the choices that you're actually going to have. So you're going to need to make a certain choice. There are more choices here, and it's just going to make you feel like a little bit nervous, but it's going to be absolutely brilliant, and it's just going to be step in the right direction, because soon after, not that long after, when we come into the second part of July 2017, you will also have a very good news. But this is going to be very personal, this is going to be very deep, this is going to be something that you worked on for a really long time. So for example, if you're retired, this is going to be something to do something very personal to you, something that you wanted to do for a really long time. This is going to be ridiculously personal. If you're retired, for example, it's going to be a very good news that you are going to get, and that particular news is just going to be the part of the big picture. And same if you're working for yourself, or if you're working for somebody else, if you're at the college, university, it's exactly the same thing. At around the mid-July 2017, an amazing, mind-blowing news that you are going to have, and this news It's going to make you feel really, really good. It's going to give you a sense of achievement. It's going to put a big smile in your face, and it's just going to be like, wow. Then after that point, you're just going to be able to kind of relax completely. This is going to be big, and this is going to be the part of the big, massive picture. Remember, this is very, very personal to you, and this is something that you've been focusing on for a really long time. This is something that you were hoping for a really long time, but it just wasn't happening. And now the mid-July is going to bring it. And that's why I'm saying that the mid-July is going to be absolutely bombastic. You will be able to feel this in an amazing way. Okay, also there is some kind of decision that you're going to need to make at around the mid-July 2017. Okay, and this is going to be very, very important. There is a certain decision that you're going to need to make in July, mid-July 2017, and that particular decision is going to be very important for those of you that are single. Those of you that are single, you will actually meet someone at around the mid-July 2017, but you are just not going to be too certain whether you like this person or whether you don't like this person. And that's why you see something like sorry, I do apologize. Something like this, you see hematite. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it, but it's absolutely stunning. And these are new in my store, and you can buy them online. The link is below. And this is hematite. It's absolutely brilliant, very powerful little crystal. And it doesn't only protect you, like when it comes to all sorts of negative energies, but it's also fantastic when we are indecisive. There are a couple of things that I'm seeing you be indecisive about, and this is the first thing, and this is to do with those of you that are single. There is somebody very interesting about to manifest in your life, somebody very different, somebody very sexy, somebody very interesting, but there is just something that you're not going to be too certain about, and something that is just going to be kind of make you thinking, should I or should I not? Should I or should I not? Should I or should I not? But that person is going to make you feel really good. That person is going to make you feel really sexy. That person is going to give you the right vibe, and you will be getting the right vibes from that person, but there is just still something that you will be uncertain about, and this is because there's just something about that person that you wouldn't normally go for, something unusual, something slightly different, and this is why you're going to feel like a little tiny bit indecisive. And that's why I would highly suggest to get like a hematite and also like a rose quartz. Always rose quartz is on another hand really brilliant because it's going to help you to actually get the right person in your life. And it's not only that, but it's also going to help you like to kind of with communications quite a lot. It's going to help you to open your heart and to say what you want to say, and it's going to give a similar vibes to the person that you're directing this energy towards. You can also get rose quartz on my website, which is the link is below. Very, very important indeed. So, and also so this is when it comes to those of you that are single, there is somebody interesting going to manifest, and you will be a little bit indecisive about, but later on this person is just going to become a part of your life. Okay, and also on another hand, there is also going to be another decision that you're going to need to make in the mid-July 2017. This decision is nothing to do with love. This other decision is nothing to do, so lots of decisions to make, but this decision is nothing to do with love, emotions, or anything like that. This other decision that you're going to need to make is going to be something to do with your work. It's something to do with your career, and it is going to be very, very significant, something that you've been thinking about for a long time, certain change that you need to make, and something that was part of your mind, and you knew that was the right thing to do, but you were just waiting for the right moment. Now that right moment is just going to happen in mid-July, so by the time we get to the third part of July, you will actually mentally, you're going to feel absolutely brilliant. Mentally, this is also going to be one of the best months, to be quite honest, because you will feel like you have all those things under control, especially in the third part of July 2017. I can see you actually coming to deal with a certain problem when it comes to like your family member. There's a certain family member that's actually going to need your advice. There's a certain family member that's going to be like a sorry, like a little bit confused, and that's why that family member is going to need your help at the end of July 2017. Somebody somebody's just going through something very difficult when it comes to their emotions, when it comes to their love. Somebody's very uncertain about certain things. Somebody's just having maybe had their heart broken, or somebody's maybe be grieving or something like that. So that person is going to need your help, okay? And I can see you going through, and I can see you helping that person. I can actually see that that person is just going to benefit from your help quite a lot, but you're also going to benefit from helping that person. Beautiful energy, beautiful karma, indeed. Okay, and also very, very good when it comes to like socializing with people. I can see you socializing, you will be socializing with friends, you will be socializing with people, especially at around throughout July 2017, but especially at the end of July 2017. I can see you being really happy. I can see you socializing with people. I can see you spending time with friends and family. I can see you being worry-free, because you were worried for such a long time. You were worried about personal situation, you were worried about your health, perhaps you were worried about your career and things like that. You were worried about your finances, but now by the end of July 2017, it's wonderful. Not only you will be spending time with your friends and family and you will love it, but you will also actually really enjoy mentally. This is going to be the perfect time, because you will be stress-free, and also financially it's going to be really, really good. And financially you're just going to be able to feel these finances much better than before, and that in itself it's actually just going to put you in the right direction and give you the whole new confidence. But it's a very, very good month, like really good months indeed. And also if you do need to sign something, or if you do need to start something that requires signature, or like a contract, or like some kind of decision to make, or like some kind of negotiations, at the end of July it's going to be perfect for any kind of these things, because especially if you need to like do some kind of like a signature, if you need to make like a really big decision, or as I said, negotiation, just do it at around the end of July, because it will work in your favor, and you will end up gaining even more than you can possibly imagine, or even more than you could have hoped for. However, the bottom line is that will actually work in your favor. So it's very, very good. And also when it comes to those of you that are in relationship, there is this certain idea. You or your partner is going to have a certain idea, and I'm saying this the second time today, it's very interesting, but when it comes to you and your partner, there is a certain idea that one of you is going to have, and that particular idea that you're going to have, it's actually, you're going to start thinking about it more and more and more, and later it's going to become like some kind of hobby, but then you're going to realize that something like this you can do together, you can enjoy together, and it's not only going to be about your own personal enjoyment, but it's going to be about you creating something together, you and your partner, husband, wife, not only enjoying your emotional love, not emotional relationships, your love, like to emotions and things like that, but you will also realize there is something very interesting that you can both do together and make your financial situation even more interesting, you see. And as I said, it's going to start like a hobby, it's going to manifest like some kind of hobby, and it is going to be connected to what you're already doing now, connected to your job, business, your ideas that are going on in your head now. So this is why this is going to be so important, and also it's just going to take your relationship on another next level. But however, for those of you in relationship, this is a very, very good time, because I can see that this is something that is going to bring you together. This is something that's make you even closer together, and it's just going to take your relationship on a whole new level, which is going to feel really, really good for both of you, especially if you had some kind of problems with communications or communication breakdown at some point. Very, very interesting month indeed. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please, if you already haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Don't forget to like, comment, and don't forget to share me on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you like. Thank you ever so much for watching. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.